Catman Sean here, having a family barbecue. I thought I'd have a bit of fun and do some firelighting using some of the bushcraft techniques I've learnt to get it all started. Okay. Got a little fire kit here. And in here I've got various bits of kit. I'll go through them as I come to them. Obviously a lighter, just general clipper lighter that you can take the inside out of. So if I need to, I can just take the sparkle with me. Got a small piece of rubber attached to the outside because you can always get fire started with rubber, even if it's wet. Fire steel and striker. Get quite nice sparks off with that. Get a lot of fires going with that. In here I've also got a couple of little pieces of kindling. Bits of birch bark, because they hold a lot of sap, which is really good for keeping the fire going. Flint and steel, so that's with thanks to Canoe Joe, who sent me that. Very pleased with that. I only used it a couple of times, but I'll show you how to use that in a minute. And a fire match made with some fat wood that's been collected as well. So, first of all, you're going to need to make sure you've got your wood prepared so you can make a fire get going straight away. So, ideal to make your tinder. I normally use a stick when I'm outside, but today I'm just using a mallet. Split your wood down. I've seen some people splitting their wood and they'll literally be using the tip of the knife in the wood, but you get much better if you use further back in the blade before you split, more of the knife to hit. You want to pretty much split it down to just a bit thicker than matchstick kind of thickness. Get being as careful as you can all the time. Extremely sharp knives. Keep your fingers out of the way if at all possible. Once we've got that split, we're going to use that once we've got something smouldering. Got a little bit more here that I cut earlier. I thought I'd try and do a feather stick as well. Normally for a feather stick I use a longer piece of wood that you can butt up against your chest to pare down into. I haven't got that luxury today, being in my garden, using just what I've got already. So, for a feather stick, you pare your wood back, try and work all the way around, Don't worry if you get bits that come off and just go onto the floor. They don't matter at all, because you can use those as well. You want to try and cut really thin pieces if you can, because they're the ones that really catch. And then you get some thicker bits in there as well. And obviously once one piece catches, the next bit will move on from there. Again, try and keep your fingers out of the way if possible. With these knives, it's a foregone conclusion that you're going to cut yourself at some point, but if you can take that risk out, all the better, really. Normally I use a longer piece and you can get much longer cuts onto your feather stick. But this is extremely dry, well seasoned wood that I've already bought rather than harvested myself. So I would imagine this will take anyway. But we'll see. I've not tried this one before. I've made a feather stick, but feather stick, and there's another one I cut earlier up as well. Knife away, keep that safe. Don't want the dog or the kids coming out and standing on that. In here I've got some char cloth. Basically it's a old cotton t-shirt or any old piece of cotton. You stick in a box with a little hole in it and stick it on the fire. Let it burn in there until there's no more smoke coming out. When the smoke stops, open the box up and you've got your char cloth. Need to make sure you get a nice chipped side on your flint. If you can see the sparks, you can see the sparks coming off or not. That's it. Now I have heard that there's quite a lot of moisture in your breath, so it makes this quite difficult to start using it with blowing on it. I have heard that to get it started, if you waft it with a hat or your hand, go. And that'll be enough to get my barbecue started. Let that start to burn, put some more of this on top. And then once that's going, then the coals can go on as well. Thank you very much.